Good evening, everybody. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 13th of August, 2025. A good streaming day, a day of variety, a day of great progress in games that we are looking to wrap up sooner rather than later, a day of support and heading us towards a great reward this week. Let's talk all about it. So, first off, this morning, there was no podcast, but what I'm finding more and more is that a lot of people seem to like to just spend time with me and talk rather than focus on a game. Notably, the streams that have been doing very well recently have been Minecraft and American Truck Sim. They've consistently been hitting support goals. People have really said that they enjoy those streams. And if you don't notice, those are streams where I interact with the audience a ton, and the gameplay isn't necessarily always the main focus of what we're doing. Some days of recent memory, I'll do a level 1 podcast in the morning, and basically we do all kinds of fun interaction and people support the podcast. And then as soon as the podcast ends and I start playing a game, people tune out, leave, or stick around, but they complain they don't like the game. They don't engage with me. They just kind of sit there and say, man, this game sucks. And support dries up. There's actually been streams where all of my support came in during the podcast and I would get like 1 or 2 contributions during 3 hours of gameplay. In fact, that happened yesterday with Mafia. Okay. So this morning, I turned on the stream. I started hanging out with people around 11:40 a.m. I figured we're going to talk for like 20 minutes, and noonish, we'll start with Death Stranding 2, because we are right near the end of the game. We were in chapter, I think, 11, 12, and chapter 17 is the end, but these chapters are fast-paced and moving to see the end of the game. I start hanging out with people, and they just start supporting. I start getting super chats. I start getting tips. Some subs are coming in. All of a sudden, it's already 12:10. I'm still going. It's already 12:20. We're still going. We're talking. We're interacting. Support coming in. I'm not even kidding. Like, we went till past almost 12:30. I didn't record any of this because this is just me hanging out, just talking, shooting the shit with the viewers. This isn't any topics or anything. It's just, talking or whatever. And by the way, it wasn't like, oh, well, Phil was talking drama and that's why. It wasn't even that case. It was just kind of like small talk. And it just went incredibly well. By the time that we started with Death Stranding 2, which was a little after 12:30, I had already raised like $100. Crazy. And then it was really fast as I started Death Stranding 2, we hit the goal. So it's a little weird. Like, I guess what people are trying to tell me these days is they like hanging out with me a lot. When I do a Chill with Phil late night stream, it usually does well. The podcast is doing well. The streams where we interact a ton are doing well. The game streams are hit or miss, depending on the game we're playing, if it's engaging for the audience, if they like it, and basically if there's a lot of time during that game where I can interact with you guys. If not, a lot of the times it's not doing well. So I already said this previously, but I'm finding more and more as I get older, more people are here just to hang out rather than see a specific game, and that's a good thing. But I guess I have to find that balance. There's games that I want to play and try out, and if they don't work out, how long do you keep them in the rotation if no one cares and people just want to hang out otherwise? Okay? So anyway, today with Death Stranding 2, we had already hit a support goal. By the end of the stream, we had already exceeded $200, by the way. So we did really well on the first stream support-wise. Gameplay-wise, we also did really well. We actually made the final push and did the final delivery mission in the game, which was a giant gauntlet of enemies you had to kill to get to the final area. There was multiple level mini-boss and boss fights, and then finally ginormous story exposition, big dumping of story today, which explained almost all of the things that were remaining that we didn't understand. So humongous game advancement today. When we play it on Friday, we're definitely beating it. I'm being told 2 hours left. So we're definitely going to beat Death Stranding 2 this coming Friday, okay? So if you missed any of the stream and you were wondering, gee, I wonder what really is going on in this game, it's all explained in today's stream. And now we're heading into the final part of the game, the final big, event and push, and then the end story-wise, and that'll be on Friday, okay? So that got us to 98. I keep saying 90. That got us to 8 out of 10 goals to make DSP Tries It Shake Shack happen. Tonight's late stream, very admittedly, I was nervous. Why was I nervous? Because, frankly, when it comes to Donkey Kong Bonanza, people have stopped caring about this game. And basically, the last 2 to 3 streams I tried to play it did not do well at all. Last time it did so poorly on a day stream. I want to say I played it all day and I made $30. I said, I'm not playing it on a day stream anymore. If we're going to finish this game, it's going to be a night stream. Okay. So I booted it up tonight and I started hanging out with people. Again, it seemed like a lot of people were eager to talk and hang out and support before the game had started. And so we started around 7:30. I actually started talking to everyone around like 7:05, 7:10. We hung out for like 20 minutes. And we jumped into Donkey Kong, and I was already around 50 plus bucks of support, which is amazing. What did we do in Donkey Kong tonight? We did finish the rest of the Snake stage, which had a light and darkness mechanic that hadn't been in the game before. And then we went into the next stage, which is this Disco Groove stage. And from what someone had told me, there was 4 stages left. So Disco Groove, that means there's 3 more left. But these final stages, I was told, are not that long. They're shorter stages that you get through more quickly. And then you get to the end of the game. So the cool thing about this groove stage, this music stage, supposed to be like a disco hall with a DJ, is that you're not with Pauline. You're actually playing as just Donkey Kong for the first time since the beginning of the game. And it honestly felt kind of refreshing because you're not just constantly using transformations. You're not using her singing. Instead, it's just you and your wits. So I actually think I like this stage more than most of the stages in the game because it didn't feel ultra repetitive. It felt more like challenging platforming and puzzles rather than just smash everything. So here we are at the end of the game, over 20 hours in, and finally they're throwing some variety. Took them long enough, right? Anyway, the stream was doing good, and we hit about $100 of support, and then stopped. And for 45 minutes, there was like no contributions at all. And I said, guys, we're right at the end. And, again, here we are playing a game, Donkey Kong. You guys were having fun, but as soon as I got into the game, disengagement, not supporting. I want to beat this game. We're getting there, right? Then I played a little bit more, and luckily there was a large tip at the end, anonymous tip, and we hit the goal. So we did hit the goal legitimately on this stream. It's hilarious because, of course, moron detractor sitting in kick chat are saying, I faked the tip. And I said, I want you to think about this logically, and this is the problem. They don't have logic, so they don't understand it. If I'm already at $100 tonight for the stream, okay, what incentive would I have to lie? Oh, well, you'll get your goal. You'll get her close to DSP tries it. But think of it this way. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a podcast, and I'm going to be doing Battlefield 6. The podcast everyone loves, and Battlefield 6 everyone wants me to do. There's going to be good people on that stream, good amount. People are going to support that stream in droves. If I really wanted to lie to benefit myself, wouldn't it make more sense for me to say tonight we didn't hit the goal? So that way, tomorrow I could say, we need 2 goals for DSP Tries It and try to get the big audience I'm going to have for Battlefield 6 to give me 2 goals. So it would be 100 and then 300 versus 150 tonight and 150 tomorrow. I would make $100 more. But the detractors aren't that fucking smart. They're that stupid. They actually legit think that, like, I would just lie to lie. They're dunces. They don't understand. I don't lie. I'm going to say it again. I've said this a million times. I have never lied about a single dollar that I've received on stream. Every single contribution that I shout out is legit. There are sometimes I don't shout out contributions because they're from detractors who are saying messed up things and insulting things, and I'm not going to read them out and give them attention or anything like that. But outside of that, every single positive contribution is read and counted. I never make any of them up. They're all legit. Or else, why on earth would I have ended momentum last year when we were at an insane streak of support? Why would I have said that the support ended? It doesn't even make sense. Again, you have to be a dunce to think these things, and my detractors are really fucking dumb. So, we ended the night at 9 out of 10 goals. All right. So, a great day. So, here's the deal. Death Stranding will continue and conclude on Monday's daytime stream. Donkey Kong Bonanza will continue next week as a night stream. I would like to finish it at the same time. GTA 4 this week got neglected. We're only doing it once this week, and people really like GTA 4 and wanted more of it. So I'm debating, what do I do in that regard? I'm only here 6 days next week, right? So actually, I think I'm only here 5 days next week. I have to confirm that with my wife. I think we're actually doing 2 days off next week. And if that's the case, that means we only have 5 night streams, which means that's going to be really rough because we're going to have Minecraft, we're going to have Truck Sim, we're going to have GTA, we're going to have Donkey Kong, and we're going to have CVS too. So again, we can only play each game once next week. So here we go. See? So it's tough because I really want to finish Donkey Kong. And I know if I played it a bunch, I'd finish it. It'd probably 2 more streams to finish it. But we're juggling too many games. So it may not finish next week, guys. You know, I'll do my best. We'll have to see. Okay, anyway. So a great stream of progress. Definitely Death Stranding will finish on Friday. Donkey Kong will play another stream of next week, and we'll have to see how it goes. Okay? Now, tomorrow is a great day. Tomorrow there will be a level 1 podcast in the morning. Then it will be Battlefield 6, the open beta. And I'm actually curious where you get it from because I know that EA does their own thing. It is on Steam, but is there a demo? It says join the playtest. Oh, I'm doing it right now. So it looks like it's probably installing right now. Is it installing? I don't know. Yes. It's downloading right now. So I will have it for tomorrow. It starts tomorrow again for the whole weekend. So we're going to do a podcast, and then we're going to do Battlefield 6, see if I like the beta. I'm going to be playing it on keyboard and mouse right here and with headphones on for surround sound. And I'm going to see if it's good, if it, stands the test of time. I haven't played it in a long time, so I wonder if this formula will still work. I wonder if it feels fresh enough to compete with Call of Duty. I hope it does, okay? If it's good, I'm going to play it again on Sunday. So let's see how it goes tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, it's going to be GTA 4 with mods, which I know you guys have been waiting for. Now, if we hit the support goal on that first stream tomorrow, we will be doing DSP Tries It Shake Shack. We'll be doing a burger. We'll be doing a hot dog. We're going to do something else, whether it's a chicken sandwich or something else, and maybe a side. I only have tried a burger from there, and it was the Smash Burger that I compared with the Jack in the Box and Sonic Smash Burgers back in the fall, but I've never really tried their menu or done a full episode of DSP Tries It for Shake Shack. So this will be fun tomorrow if we hit the goal. And if we hit the goal during the stream, I'm going to wear my Sonic the Hedgehog silly hat when I'm eating the hot dog. I have to find it. Oh, it's right here. Well, that was easy. It's right behind me. That'll be easy access, okay? So you'll want to be there tomorrow for the podcast and for Battlefield 6 and support that stream, and we will do DSP Tries It, and I'll be wearing a silly Sonic hat when I eat the hot dog, okay? All right, everyone. Great streaming day. Great support. Let's have a great day tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace out, and see you for a great Battlefield stream. See you hopefully for DSP Tries It and for GTA 4. Have a good night. Peace out.